Alright guys, so for this next video about the changes coming to the cartel market, we have new platinum weapons. Now some of the platinum weapons in the past have really amazed. I mean, the unstable Arbiter Saber, although there were some qualms with it, especially with how big the lightsaber hilt was, nonetheless a very unique item, and you could tell by the fact that it sold for insane prices on the GTN and it was insanely rare. The Kylo Ren saber, even more rare. I mean, that thing did not drop below 40 million credits, and extremely rare from these packs. It was not uncommon to open 10 to 15 packs and not get a single Kylo Ren saber. And you can tell by the fact that people in chat were saying they wanted to pay 60 to 70 mil for this saber. And they weren't even getting hits. They kept on repeating that in the chat. So we are getting new platinum sabers, and these do not disappoint. As you guys can see up on the screen here, I'm going to show you guys first. It's the Senya's Lightsaber Pike. And then I'll just quickly show you the next one. This is Senya Tyrell's Lightsaber. And so I'm not sure what the difference is, but I'm not sure if, I would assume that the Senya Tyrell's Lightsaber is only usable by the Assassins and Shadows, and then the Senya Lightsaber Pike is going to be usable by all the other melee classes like the Juggernauts and the Sorcerers and stuff. As I mentioned, very amazing lightsabers, amazing design, and that's exactly what the player base was asking for. I mean, I looked on Reddit forums, I looked, and everybody was saying they wanted a lightsaber Pike. Literally everyone was saying that, and you had skeptics on the forums and stuff saying, oh, that will never be added because it would ruin the animations. And you had a lot of people saying they really wanted it, and they wanted to dress up their characters like the cool knights and stuff, but it was all incomplete without the lightsaber Pike. Well, now guys, we're actually getting it, and they look absolutely amazing. For once, the double-bladed saber actually looks really good. The Senya Tyrell's lightsaber, in my opinion, actually looks nicer than the lightsaber Pike itself because of the huge hilt, and it would just be so cool to see how that gets incorporated with the animations and stuff. And it's a really good detoxifier from what we got with the Kylo Ren saber, because the Kylo Ren saber itself was really great, but the double-bladed saber was horrific, absolutely horrific. It looked terrible. It looked very plain. You couldn't even see the vents coming out of the side. And you can also once again tell by the fact that it only sold for like 3 to 4 mil on the GTN, and that is super cheap for a platinum item. The unstable Arbiter's dual saber never dropped below like 7 to 8 mil, and that's on the Harbinger, which is the cheapest server. So it's very nice to see that this double-bladed lightsaber should not disappoint. I have no doubt that that's going to be selling for like millions on the GTN, probably one of the most expensive double-bladed sabers. But once again, that's just my prediction. With these player-based economies, it's totally up for grabs in terms of what's going to happen. No one really knows. It's all going to depend upon what the player base feels and whether they think it's worth it to pay millions of credits for that. But in my opinion, just by looking at it, that is one of the nicest double-bladed sabers that is available in the game. It's kind of a hybrid actually between a saber and an electro staff, because keep in mind all the animations for the Assassins and the Shadows incorporates the use of double blades, but this one only has one single blade actually. The other side seems to be just a kind of an electro staff. It's actually part of the hilt. So it's going to be really cool to see how that gets incorporated. And then the Senya's lightsaber Pike itself is an absolutely amazing looking saber. I mean, I'm a sucker for big hilts. I love big hilts. I've also mentioned this in previous videos because I'm just saying, if you're going to pay millions of credits for a lightsaber, you might as well have a hilt that people can actually see. Some of the really smaller hilts, things like the Tithonian Force Master Saber, which sells for like millions of credits, but in my opinion, once you've actually activated it and you're using it in PvP and stuff, no one can even see that you have it. It's way too small of a hilt. But this one is a huge hilt, and it looks very nice. It's totally reminiscent of the lightsaber pikes that the Zakul Knights use. It is Senya Tyrell's lightsaber herself that she uses, and I really like the fact that it's elongated. I'm not sure if there are any animations associated with it, because when I first saw this, my mind immediately went to the Stronghold Defender's lightsaber, because that's a lightsaber that actually has a really cool animation that when you activate it, the whole hilt kind of opens and then closes really quickly. And I'm not sure if maybe this is going to have some sort of animation like that associated with it, or maybe it's just going to be super cool because it's a lightsaber Pike. But at the end of the day, aside from all this excitement, these are platinum items, and even someone like myself who gets tons of free cartel coins from referral link clicks and who has millions upon millions of credits, I took me a long time to get the Kylo Ren saber, and so these are platinum items. They are going to be extremely rare from these new cartel packs that are being released. I mean, as I mentioned, it's not uncommon to open like 10 to 15 hypercrates, and I'm speaking entirely from experience. You can open 10 to 15 hypercrates, not get a single platinum item. And so I'm really hoping I'll get lucky. I did get really lucky with the Battlers pack. I opened that one, and in the second pack, I got the Kylo Ren Saber. So maybe I'll get that lucky, especially when the time for the pack opening comes. Now, another kind of bad information, a little bit of bad news. Despite all the excitement, this does seem to be just in the scavenger pack. And so it might not even be in the new manipulator pack that is being released next. So unfortunately, it might be some time before this is actually introduced into the game, but hopefully not. Hopefully not. I hope that they would actually add these platinum weapons in the manipulator pack as well, because other than that, the manipulator pack is only going to have one platinum item, which is that mount. So hopefully they also decide to add these weapons in there. But if not, we'll have to wait for the scavenger pack. But nonetheless, these are platinum items totally worth getting excited for. And I'm so happy to see that a lot of people were asking for lightsaber pikes. I mean, I saw that across the forums. Whenever there was something to do with the cool, people were saying, give me a lightsaber pike. And Bioware listened and gave us an amazing lightsaber pike and also gave us an amazing double-bladed saber. So thank you for that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys are excited as I am, because I love it when we get really cool cartel market items. I will see you in the next one.